ਲਾਈਟਿੰਗ ਦੀ ਦੁਨੀਆ ਵਿੱਚ ਇੱਕੋ ਇੱਕ ਚਮਕਦਾ ਨਾਮ ਸੇਵ ਮੋਰ ਲਾਈਟਿੰਗ ਲਿਮਿਟਿਡ। ਪਿਛਲੇ 21 ਸਾਲਾਂ ਤੋਂ ਦੁਨੀਆ ਦੇ ਮਸ਼ਹੂਰ ਸਪਲਾਇਰਸ ਦੇ ਉੱਚ ਕੁਆਲਿਟੀ ਦੇ ਬ੍ਰਾਂਡਡ ਪ੍ਰੋਡਕਟਸ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇੱਥੋਂ ਹੋਲਸੇਲ ਕੀਮਤਾਂ ਤੇ ਖਰੀਦ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ। ਸ਼ੈਂਡਲੀਅਰਸ, ਕ੍ਰਿਸਟਲਸ, ਸਪੌਟ ਲਾਈਟਸ, ਗਾਰਡਨ ਲਾਈਟਸ, ਪੈਂਡੈਂਟਸ, ਵੈਨਿਟੀ, ਆਊਟਡੋਰ ਲਾਈਟਿੰਗ ਇੱਕੋ ਛੱਤ ਹੇਠਾਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਬਹੁਤ ਹੀ ਵਾਜਿਬ ਕੀਮਤਾਂ ਤੇ ਖਰੀਦ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ। ਸਪੈਸ਼ਲ ਰੇਟਸ ਫॉर ਬਿਲਡਰਸ ਐਂਡ ਕੰਟਰੈਕਟਰਸ। ਅੱਜ ਹੀ ਪਹੁੰਚੋ ਸੇਵ ਮੋਰ ਲਾਈਟਿੰਗ, ਯੂਨਿਟ 137, 12639 80th ਐਵਨਿਊ, ਸਰੀ। ਡਾਕਟਰ ਅਲੀ ਕਨਾਨੀ ਆਰਥੋਡੋਂਟਿਕਸ ਦੇ ਸਰਟੀਫਾਈਡ ਸਪੈਸ਼ਲਿਸਟ ਹਨ ਜੋ ਹਰ ਕਿਸਮ ਦੀਆਂ ਦੰਦਾਂ ਦੀਆਂ ਪ੍ਰੋਬਲਮਸ ਨੂੰ ਸੋਲਵ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਨ। ਆਰਥੋਕੈਡ IQ ਦੇ ਕੰਪਿਊਟਰ ਗਾਈਡਡ ਸਿਸਟਮ ਨਾਲ ਆਪਟੀਮਲ ਬ੍ਰੈਕਟ ਪਲੇਸਮੈਂਟ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਨ। ਮਿਨੀ ਸਟੇਨਲੈਸ ਸਟੀਲ ਬ੍ਰੇਸਿਸ, ਗੋਲਡ ਬ੍ਰੇਸਿਸ, ਕਲੀਅਰ ਬ੍ਰੇਸਿਸ ਤੇ ਇਨਵਿਸਲਾਈਨ ਸਿਸਟਮ ਵੀ ਉਪਲਬਧ ਹੈ। ਜੇਕਰ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਖਾਣਾ ਚਬਾਉਣ ਵਿੱਚ ਮੁਸ਼ਕਿਲ ਆਉਂਦੀ ਹੈ, ਸਪੀਚ ਪ੍ਰੋਬਲਮਸ ਜਾਂ ਐਬਨੋਰਮਲ ਬਾਈਟਸ ਹਨ, ਤਾਂ ਪਹੁੰਚੋ ਡਾਕਟਰ ਅਲੀ ਕਨਾਨੀ ਕੋਲ। ਕ੍ਰੀਏਟਿੰਗ ਬਿਊਟੀਫੁਲ ਸਮਾਈਲਸ, ਇਲਾਜ ਕਰਾਓ ਤੇ 에ਅਰ ਮਾਈਲਸ ਵੀ ਪਾਓ।
Once again, welcome back to the program. ਅੱਜ ਦੇ ਸੈਗਮੈਂਟ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਅਸੀਂ ਸਫ਼ਰ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਕੀਤਾ ਹੈ ਆਸਾ ਕੀ ਵਾਰ ਦੀ ਵਿਆਖਿਆ ਦਾ ਇੰਗਲਿਸ਼ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ, ਉਸ ਵਿੱਚ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਸ਼ਾਮਿਲ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਸਰਦਾਰ ਹਰਬੰਸ ਸਿੰਘ ਕੰਡੋਲਾ, ਜਿਹੜੇ ਕਿ ਕਮਿਊਨਿਟੀ ਦੇ ਇੱਕ ਨਾਮਵਰ ਸ਼ਖਸੀਅਤ ਹਨ। ਇਹਨਾਂ ਵੱਲੋਂ ਮਿਹਨਤ ਕਰਕੇ ਕਾਫੀ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਇਹ ਇੱਥੇ ਆਉਂਦੇ ਨੇ ਅਤੇ ਉਸ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਸਾਂਝ ਪਾਉਂਦੇ ਨੇ। ਪਿਛਲੇ ਹਫ਼ਤੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਸਾਂਝ ਪਾਈ ਸੀ ਕਿ ਰਿਲੀਜਨ ਹੈ ਕੀ, ਅਸਲ ਵਿੱਚ ਇਸ ਦਾ ਕੀ ਮਕਸਦ ਹੈ, ਅਤੇ ਨਾਲ ਹੀ ਆਸਾ ਕੀ ਵਾਰ ਦੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਬਣਤਰ ਹੈ ਉਸ ਦੇ ਬਾਰੇ ਵੀ ਭਾਈ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਨੇ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਸਾਂਝ ਪਾਈ ਸੀ। ਆਓ ਅੱਜ ਮੁੜ ਤੋਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਸ਼ਾਮਿਲ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਕਿ ਆਸਾ ਕੀ ਵਾਰ ਦਾ ਪਹਿਲੀ ਪੌੜੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਹੈ ਉਸ ਵਿੱਚ ਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਕੀ ਉਪਦੇਸ਼ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ। ਜੈ ਨੂੰ ਜੀ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ ਜੀ।
As we mentioned, each pauri has sloks with it, and the first pauri has 3 sloks. It start. As we mentioned also, the slok may have its own top subject or may be related to the so asa mahalla pehla bar shloka naal slok bhi mahalle pehle ke likhe. Slok mahalla pehla balhari gur apne diohari sadwar jin manas te devte kiye kartan lagi war. Kehinde balhari gur apne, balhari, I am sacrificed, I am thankful to Gur, as we discussed in the episode. What is Guru Nanak's Gur? We discussed that. Keep that in the mind. Is the divine wisdom, is the way of life. So, jin manas te devte kiye kartan lagi, balhari, I am sacrificed, I am kurban janda haan. Diohari sadwar, this is 100 times a day. This is the expression. Guru even says 100 times, but it's always. I am balhari, I am sacrificed to Guru. Always, Guru is with me, all the ways. Jin means Rabji, Guru, God, Vaheguru. Kartana lagi var, it didn't take much time. And Manas is a common person, is a devte. Now, 2 things we will discuss. Why Guru Nanak Ji used the word devte here, and Kartana lagi var, the 2 things. Important to note here, Harpreet Ji, Guru Nanak used this word Devta. In the eyes of Indians at that time, Devta was a pious, a saintly, a protective deity. And people could understand the word, people could relate to the word. And Nanak did not believe in those millions of Devtas in the Indian theology. And there are strange stories about the Devtas, but Devta in spiritual philosophy of Guru Nanak, spiritually awakened Gurmukh, a person of higher consciousness, a person of virtuous person, living the truth. And it's very important, Harpreet Ji, to understand here, Guru Nanak Ji, as he used the word Devta here, they used the words, the idioms, phrases, and examples of the prevalent religious practices. But message was Guru's own. So we have been making a serious mistake when we have taken those words and prevalent examples as the message of the Guru. This has been very common.
Absolutely. Just the literal meaning is taken into consideration, whereas what the actual meaning is, what the Guru is trying to tell us, we do not understand that.
It is very important. When we analyze the Gurbani from the overall perspective, when we realize that the Guru has his own message in everywhere. Here, Guru says, Balhari Gur apne, I am sacrificed, main kurban janda apne Guru to. Guru of the Nanak is, as we discussed, is is that the guide me. He says that the Guru who guide me out of the darkness of spiritual ignorance to the light of divine wisdom. That made me Devta, spiritually awakened person.
Absolutely.
Now, Guru, this is important why he used the word, just so they can relate. But a message of Gurus, who's Devta in Gurus? Perspective, it's a spiritually awakened, virtuous person who is living a pious life. Kartana Lagiwa. Gurus use expressions, right? We don't take that literally. It doesn't mean that a person becomes spiritually awakened or virtuous within moments. It doesn't happen. And we need to work hard and achieve transformation of the consciousness and to become virtuous. It takes longer time.
Well, it's a constant battle. It's not just instantly you can become pious. It's a constant battle with the 5 evils of your life. Kam, Krodh, Lobh, Moh, Ahankar, and how you subdue them. That's what the Guru is trying to tell us.
The Guru is using the expression, Kartan Lagi Bar, you know, but the meaning is that you have to work. But yes, you the realization could happen suddenly. And that I had enough of this miserable life, that living in duality, dukha kleshan da jivan to meri tova, that realization could happen in no time.
That's right.
Start to realize. Guru says, tin karte ek khel rachaya, kaya sire vich sab kuch paya. Then I start realizing, hey, God was within me. I have never looked inside to become spiritually awakened, enjoy bliss, and realization could happen, but to conscious transformation takes time. It doesn't happen suddenly.
And that's very important what you have said, that realization can happen instantly.
Yes.
But to realize that, you know, to follow that, that takes time, and you have to constantly strive on that path.
Don't believe that you will become overnight a spiritual person, right? And that we have to continuous effort. We want to work in. Now that was slok. And slok number 2 is Guru Angad Pasha. And so Guru Sahib says, "Jeso chanda ugva, suraj chade hajar, ete chandan hundiyan, gurbin kor andar." And again, use the word Guru. Guru, as we defined, guide us to get out of the darkness of spiritual ignorance to the light of divine wisdom. That's our Guru. And Guru in this slok, Harpreet, is emphasizing the only source of spiritual awakening. Person become a person of higher consciousness, inner peace, joy and bliss, and transformation of consciousness happen only through the teachings of the Guru. Divine wisdom, which is a divine light, teachings of the Guru. And Guru says here, you can have thousands of sun shining. You have moonlights of hundreds of moons light. And you have lots of material things in other words. But these are essentials for daily life and progress. But keep in mind, they are never source of spiritual awakening. They are never source of peace and inner happiness. And some here, Harpreet, I'm sure, will argue that there are so many religious scriptures. Why then there are problems? But Guru is saying, "Kumbhe badda jal rahe, jal bin kumbh na hoye, gyan ka badda man rahe, gur bin gyan na hoye." That Guru is saying that as a pitcher contains the water, pitcher cannot be made without the water. The only divine wisdom can guide our consciousness into spiritual directions. But Guru, Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji, is the only source of divine wisdom. There's no other source. That's the emphasis of Guru was saying. That to walk on the spiritual path, you got to listen to the Guru. And you got to follow, to live the truth.
Very true. And absolutely, for a Sikh, you know, Guru Granth Sahib is the guide, it's a way of life. It's kind of a manual. That's what the Guru is trying to tell us. We buy something today, materialistically, if we talk, when we buy something, we get a manual for that. So similarly, if we can say that Guru Granth Sahib is a way of life, a manual towards how to be a good human being.
Yes, and also important part is here, you can make economic progress. You can have sunlights and everything. You can have everything else in life. They are comforts of your body, but they're never comforts of your soul.
Absolutely.
A peace of mind is only by following the spiritual path Guru is dictating.
Now, this is very important, Kandola Sahib, because what we are finding today in our Gurdwaras, nowhere is that spiritual talk being talked about. Yes. No doubt we are having Kirtan, we are having Katha, everything is happening. But the basic essence of that spirituality, what the Gurus have emphasized, whatever we read, the idea is to awaken yourself, awaken your consciousness, having that surat nu ucha chukna jada si kehne
yes, yes.
But unfortunately, we are lacking in this aspect that we are not focusing on this particular, we're not focusing on this.
It is, as we discussed before, Harpreet, it is not the fault of the Sangat.
Ji.
They haven't been given the guidance.
Right.
Why you commit for, why you do part, why you do khand part, is to change your behavior.
Right.
And a transformation of the consciousness. Then, as I mentioned, the 95, somebody said 99% go to the Gurdwara, just a ritual.
That's right.
And it is not in their psyche, why I'm going to the Gurdwara. If they know that, if they've been reminded every day,
that's right,
that why you come here today to change your behavior.
Very true.
Then we will have a different philosophy, we will have a different path.
Very
and
true.
People will gain from
absolutely
that.
Rather, fear is being created that you are not done this is can happen, that can happen, but that spirituality talk is missing.
Yeah, we'll talk about that. And the next slok is slok Mahalla Pehla, Guru Nanak Dev Ji. Nanak Guru Na Chetani. Now, first two sloks is what you should be doing. And Nanak Guru Na Chetani, Man apne soche. Guru says, you're not listening to me. You're running after the material. Nanak Guru Na Chetani, Man apne soche. Chutte dil pwad jyo, sunne andar khet, khete andar chuttiyan, kau nanak sau na, phaliyan phulliyan vipade pitan vich swa. So Guru Nanak Pasha, each state has a meaning, a relevance to life. By understanding and living the spiritual guiding principle, one becomes spiritually awakened and joined. But only source is Guru, as we said before. Now, Guru is saying, the key message in this, Guru saying, what happens when we turn our back to the teachings of the Guru. And edging the God, divine wisdom out of our consciousness, our daily life, living, following our own mind thoughts, our own will, not the will of God. And Nanak has taken, Harpreet ji, an example from the daily life. And farmers sow sesame seed, tilan di fasal beejde again. Due to disease, some I read that is a blight, where the phaliyan, the fruit, there's no seed in the phaliyan. It becomes ash-like in there then. Farmers leave the crop in because it's no good for them. And hundreds of the villagers came to pick those plants. They're good for fire, for cooking. Now, Guru's message is what happened because there is no owner of the crop and a lot of people come to become owners there. Guru says, same way, our consciousness, our life, when we lack of spiritual guidance of the Guru, hundreds of vices, evil thoughts can penetrate our mind. Using that example. We suffer in pain and sorrow. We have everything in life without divine wisdom. There's no peace and bliss. That's
Wonderful.
The message.
We'll continue with that discussion after this break जी. लेने एक छोटी जी break जी वापस आवांगे उस तो बाद सरदार हरबंस सिंह कंडोला नाल जो आसा की वार दी असी व्याख्या इंग्लिश विच गलबात कर रहे हैं उस ਨੂੰ जारी रखांगे ਵੇਖਦੇ ਰਹੋ द हरप्रीत सिंह शो
ਉਹ ਨਾਮ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਖੂਬਸੂਰਤੀ ਅਤੇ ਐਲੀਗੈਂਸ ਦਾ ਪ੍ਰਤੀਕ ਹੈ ਅਸੀਂ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਆਏ ਹਾਂ ਉੱਚ ਕੁਆਲਿਟੀ ਦੇ ਸਟਾਈਲ ਕਲਰ ਅਤੇ ਟੈਕਸਚਰ ਦਾ ਸੰਮੇਲ ਬਹੁਤ ਸਾਰੇ ਕਿਸਮਾਂ ਦੇ ਕੈਨੇਡਾ ਵਿੱਚ ਬਣੇ ਹੋਏ ਸੋਫਾਜ਼ ਲਵ ਸੀਟਸ ਬੈੱਡਸ ਅਪਹੋਲਸਟਰ ਬੈੱਡਸ ਚੇਅਰਸ ਸ਼ੇਜ਼ ਸੈਕਸ਼ਨਲਸ ਅਤੇ ਐਕਸੈਸਰੀਜ਼ ਕਸਟਮ ਡਿਜ਼ਾਈਨ ਪੀਸਿਸ ਜਾਂ ਸਾਡੀ ਆਪਣੀ ਕਲੈਕਸ਼ਨ ਨਾਲ ਆਪਣੇ ਘਰ ਨੂੰ ਸਜਾਉਣ ਦਾ ਆਨੰਦ ਮਾਣੋ ਕਾਲ 1866 842 6824